Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Young, 702, coming at you once again. I've been really debating on whether or not to record this video. As a matter of fact, it's my third time. It's been a month and a half almost since I released the video, since the incident even happened with Katt Williams and the little Mexican dude out here in Phoenix. But I posted a video response, and I've been kind of checking on it. It had took my life for a while because people were saying so much crazy stuff. I wanted to respond to every comment. There was so much stuff that I said. The video was like 12 minutes long, so it was so much stuff that I said in that video. A lot of it it went left field almost to an extent because I really covered more than just Katt Williams calling this Mexican dude out or whatever, the Mexican dude calling him a nigga, whatever the case may be. But I've been disheartened, really, by just to use the word disheartened. I have other words, but I'm trying not to be politically incorrect. By the response I got from black folks about this video, I'm just gonna be 100 from black folks about this video. I've been called a sellout, coon, Uncle Tom, a whole bunch of stuff. And when I go back and I look at, I'm like, why could I possibly be called a coon, Uncle Tom, whatever? You know, black people's like, yo, he called him a nigga. He called him a nigga. He called him a nigga. And you just going down, you jump down Katt Williams' throat. You must have heard the first 2 minutes, because the rest of the video wasn't even really about Katt Williams at all. But and I did definitely say that Katt Williams was wrong, but I said the Mexican dude was wrong too. And the funny part about everybody saying that he called him a nigga, I turned my volume up. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody make a list of times and put it on the bottom of it. But I turned my volume up. I didn't hear that dude say nigga one time. I heard him yelling, but you can't even make out what he said. So can we say he called him a nigga? No. But we can't say he heckled somebody on his job. He heckled him and Katt Williams got on him. Do I believe he called him a nigga? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm about 100% sure, judging by his actions and Katt Williams' response, that he called him a nigga. You know? So, and if he did call him a nigga, then Katt Williams deserves credit, because I would have returned it with some racial slurs, probably. You know, my nature, but Katt Williams kept it cool and kept it on a without getting racial and pissing off everybody else, and really tried to keep it directed toward dude. I'm gonna give him his credit, but I still got to say that Katt Williams was an idiot for that, because it was just a nigga moment. You know, it turned out being a nigga moment, and then his response to it, he couldn't even use fact to back up his response or why he felt the way that he did and nothing else. His video was retarded. And so when I direct to people who feel like I was a sellout or Uncle Tom, I guess I could use Katt Williams' own jokes to back up what I'm saying. You know, Katt Williams did a joke where he was talking about Flavor Flav, you know, and I guess Flavor Flav was doing a roast, and everybody white was basically calling him a crispity, crunchity, crackety coon. And it was, you know, that was the term Katt Williams used, and supposedly Katt Williams was offended by this, and you know, how could you let them do you like this? How could you let them just call you a monkey and all this other stuff? And when it boiled down to it, basically, Katt Williams and Flav had a conversation in the end, and Katt Williams said, yeah, but they got to pay him. Or Flav said, yeah, but they got to pay me. So Katt was like, well, it is what it is, kind of. And that's the problem with America. That's what I think is a sellout. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm supposed to be a black man with pride, and a black man with this, and a black man with this. And you're not going to talk about my race, and I'm going to stand up for the black race and everything else, like everybody else who's been calling me coon, Uncle Tom, and everything else. Why you didn't call Katt Williams a coon, Uncle Tom, or whatever, when he told you that it was okay for somebody to call you racial epithets? And, oh, that's a big word, huh? Racial epithets. I hope I said that right. Racial epithets for money. What the hell? That's the epitome of a sellout. Where am I? Maybe, I don't know. But it seems to me like if I'm going to be running around dancing, doing a jig dance, and you going to say, and I'm going to say, well, they're going to call me a nigga anyway, so I might as well fit into their stereotype to get some money. That's the epitome of an Uncle Tom Coon jig dancing sellout. Everything that I was called. They called me an Uncle Tom Coon jig dancing sellout for basically telling the Mexicans, yo, if y'all feel like y'all was wrong, you know, people want to have your back. You're not out here by yourself. If that makes me Uncle Tom, then you do not know your history. Go back and look at any black civil rights activists and see that before it was all over with. It may have started off kind of like black and white, you know, but before it was all over with, they was like, yo, it's all about rich and poor. It ain't really about color. Through it all, they realized that it's about them keeping what's rich, rich, and what's poor, poor. Y'all don't realize that Huey Newton had a quote where he said that communism, or I'm sorry, the biggest enemy to Black America is capitalism, and racism is just a product of capitalism, and it really makes sense. You know, the world is ran by, hate to be stereotypical, but rich white men, quote unquote, or America is. And these rich white men like to keep their rich white positions. But capitalism is based on the fact that, well, whoever's rich runs the country. So do you think a bunch of rich people want everybody rich, everybody run the country? No, the idea is to keep the rich, keep the money in their hands and in their families' hands. So they keep the country divided and keep everybody else below them. So if everybody who's not white is poor, quote unquote, or generally speaking, or not as wealthy as white America, quote unquote, then racism will form from that just to keep blacks, Mexicans, and any other non-whites suppressed. But then if you look at the poor whites who are racist, all they are is getting their minds mangled and misconfused by the rich white people and getting manipulated by them to do their bidding. So it's all of us in the bottom, all of us po mugs on the bottom, fighting against each other at the top. So what did I actually say wrong by saying that? Nothing. It kills me, and it really took me a lot it's really taken a lot out of me to write this. I mean, to record this, and even it's going to take more for me to post it, because I don't want to just openly just like, you know, pick at wounds. But it's crazy how, because I didn't cuss, because I wasn't on some, you know, F Mexicans, you know, I hate Mexicans throwing a bunch of racial slurs around, all of a sudden I was a sellout or I was ignorant. In reality, I had done more research than 90% of the people whose videos I did watch. I was directed to other people's videos who said the exact same thing I did. They just wasn't cussing. That's a mentality that got to change. They really do. And I hate to put it out here 100% tenfold, but if y'all put it on my video, which was posted all over America, that I'm a coon Uncle Tom sellout or a racist, I'm going to have to check you all over America where everybody can see it. You know, so in the end, I would just like to challenge that mentality that a black man is not being truly black if he not cussing. Or I can't really be truly down for my people if I'm not speaking ignorant. That's not the case. I can be pro-black. I'm definitely pro-black. I'm probably the pro-blackest black man you ever heard of. And this is actually the calm video, because the first one I recorded, the word nigga came out 12 times. I'm not even going to release that video. But I can be whatever it is that I want to be. But in this particular video that I chose the intelligent route. You know, we don't just, the violence is stupid. You know, it's just dumb. It's gotten to a point now where young black men, you know, we kill each other once a day. Black men are dropping it in the ground at the hands of other black men. And then every 3 months, a cop kill one of us, and it's the worst outrage that the whole world has ever seen. Shut the hell up. If you're going to be mad about that cop killing one of us, you should have been mad about the other 90 of us that died at the hands of us. Where are we, Black America? We need to stop and wake the hell up. For real, that was off on a tangent. In the end, like I said, I just want to challenge that mentality. And this is really like my third video, because I didn't want to record this video with anger. And I keep jumping off on tangents because I'm so pissed off about it. I really am, but I didn't want it to be displayed. So I'm going to cut this video short right now. Everybody be blessed. Have a good one. And if you got something to say, put it on the comments. Subscribe, rate, you know, all the other good stuff people tell you to do on theirs. Comment, subscribe, follow, whatever that may be. Have a good one. Peace.